Welcome to English 3 and 4. Today we're going to walk through how we do Bellwork. It's a little bit different than English 1 and 2 and what you're used to. It's similar in the way that you are going to get a writing prompt and you're going to respond to it, but it's different in the way that you are submitting it. In English 3 and 4, we're completely paperless, so that means everything is done online, it's submitted electronically, and we just don't do things with pencil and paper. So I'm going to walk you through how this process works. The first thing you're going to do is you are going to open up the browser of your choice. I prefer Google Chrome, but it's up to you, whatever you would like to use. And you're going to go to our classroom blog. The website is www.missroyce.edublogs.org. You can see it at the top. As soon as you go to this website, the first thing I would do once it takes you there is you are going to favorite it, so that way you don't have to type it in every single day when you walk into class. So if you'll hit the star on your website bar, you can save that automatically as a favorite. It just is easier for you to log on that way. This is your login page. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to put in your username and password, or else you can't access the blog because it's private. So everybody's username is going to be their first name and their last name, no spaces, no capital letters, and your first password is going to be school. You can always go into your settings later and you can change it. It is up to you what you want to do with that. Once you have hit the login button, it's going to load. As we all know, the internet here is sometimes good and sometimes bad, so we've got to learn to be patient with it. But once it logs you in, the first thing you're going to see is this is my personal blog. So this is the first page you'll land on every single day, even when you log in as yourself. It's Miss Royce's class blog, as you can see up here. There's a link to the Facebook, the classroom Facebook, our classroom Twitter, the Field Kinley High School homepage, and our USD 445 homepage in case you need quick links there. If you scroll down, you're going to see a lot of posts from me. To the right, you're going to see everybody, all of my students, all of their blogs over here. Everybody has their own individual one. So if your name is closer to the end of the alphabet, it's going to be lower down here because it's all alphabetized. But when you log on, as a blog typically works, the last post that I put always goes to the top. So when you come into class and the bell has rung and you've got your laptop and you're sitting down in your desk, you're going to log on to the blog and you're going to look at the top, and that's going to be the post for today. So today says, if you were ruler of the world, what things would you banish absolutely for all time? For example, rain on weekends, eggplant. Explain why you chose those items and use your imagination. We always need to remember that for Bellwork, we're restating the question, which we've already talked about, and we're writing at least 5 sentences. For Bellwork, you have 5 minutes to do this. So as soon as you log on, you've read the question and you think you know what it's going to be, your answer. You're going to go find your blog over here. Remember that it's alphabetized. And once you find it, you're just going to click on your blog. You're going to wait for the internet to load. We know that sometimes it takes a long time, but we're patient. And once we're there, this is your own blog. You can go back in later and personalize it, so you don't have to have this typical picture of chalk. You can put a picture of yourself, you can put a picture of your friends, a picture of your dog, whatever you would like to do. But our first task today is we're going to post. So at the top, you're going to see all of these buttons up here. This is everybody's blog. This is your blog. You can customize your page like I just said, but we want to make a post today. So we're going to hit this new button, and it has a plus sign, so you're adding something new. And we're going to add a post. So once you click on post, it's going to take you to an editing page. And this page is something you're going to be very familiar with. This is how you're going to post every single day. The first thing you need to do is you've got to have some sort of title for your post. It can be the same number of journal that I posted. So today I had journal 33, so you could write journal 33, or it could have something to do with the question. So our question today was, if you were ruler of the world, what are things you would banish? So let's go ahead and put our title as, if I was ruler. And then you're going to go down to this big white box right here, and this is where you are going to type your response. And remember that we're restating questions, that's a point, so we've got to make sure we're doing that correctly. So if I was ruler of, I can spell, if I was ruler of the world, things that I would banish would be cars breaking down and tornadoes. And if you remember back to that question, I asked why you would choose those things. So I would choose to make sure that no cars would break down because I don't like being stranded on the highway when my car doesn't work. It is also very expensive to repair a car that is broken. I'd also ban tornadoes because tornadoes are scary and I don't want to deal with them. Some people enjoy severe weather, but I am not one of those people. So we've got at least 5 sentences, and that seems like a good stopping place. So once you think you're done with your post, you're going to go ahead and see that there's this lovely blue publish button over to the right. You're going to click on this publish button. Once you've clicked on it, it's going to load a little bit as per usual, but you are going to know that it posts because in just a second it's going to pop up right here with this green bar and it says post published. What you always want to do is you want to make sure that it actually did post, so you're going to click on view post and it's going to take you back out to your blog page again, and it's going to show you that specific post that you just posted. So if I was ruler, and then the answer is right here, and this is on your own blog. Here's the deal with the blogs is that I want you to understand that these blogs are private. So that means the only person who can read your blog is either you or me, and those are the only 2 people who are ever going to read it. Because if you try to click on anybody else's blog over here, it's going to ask for a password, and guess who has that password? That's me. So nobody else has access to your blog. So whatever you write on there is between you and me. Nobody else can look at what you're writing, and you can't creep on what other people are doing either. So that's how Bellwork works. You've got 5 minutes every single day to come in, sit down, type your post, and get it published before we start the lesson for the day. Shouldn't be too hard. It definitely is going to take some getting used to, but once you're there, I'm sure we're going to have no problems at all. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see what we can do.